Hi everyone, good morning. Please make yourself comfortable. A minute from now, we'll start our seminar. Thank you. Good morning once again. To begin with, please all rise under the seat divine intervention. May we invite Ms. Blaze Faith Magbanwa to lead us all in prayer, followed by the singing of Philippine National Anthem to be conducted by Ms. Annie Mae Velasco.
Faith in the smaller head and put ourselves in the holy presence of our God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord Jesus, thank you for this wonderful working and thank you, Father God, as you for the good health, protection, and guidance that you have given us as we come here to school. Lord, thank you so much for this similar that you have planned for us. Lord God, ask for your wisdom, guidance, and knowledge, Father God. Let us speak and give you wisdom and Father, you will guide us in all we do. This blessed of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. The Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit.
Okay, please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow teachers. Welcome to this insightful seminar. I am Elvira M. Negro, and it's truly an honor to be your host for this important seminar. On behalf of Higugmaon Elementary School and all the people behind this program, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you to the first day seminar on highly engaging instructional strategies with the theme Fostering Active Learning in Elementary Education. I am excited about the multiple insights and discussions that will unfold throughout the day. Today, we embark on a journey to explore innovative methods that cultivate minds and enhance the learning experience. Ladies and gentlemen, to formally open and give us the words of welcome, it is my distinct privilege to introduce to you our honorable school principal, Dr. Almera Arsenal. Our round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed educators, and honored guests, welcome to the seminar of Highway Education Instructional Strategies. Today, we gather to explore innovative approaches that captivate minds and enhance learning experiences. As we delve into these strategies, let us collectively enrich our understanding and commitment to fostering an engaging educational environment. Thank you for being part of this enriching journey. Once again, good morning.
Thank you so much, Dr. Almera, for the heartwarming remarks. And finally, to do the honor of introducing today's research speakers, may we have the Registrar of FES, none other than Ms. Julian Angel Brunel. A round of applause, please. Good morning, everyone. May I introduce to you our first speaker, educator with over 10 years of experience, holding a doctoral degree in education. Dr. Piñaranda specializes in instructional strategies that captivate learners. Her research has been published in reputable journals, making her a leading expert in our seminar theme. Let's warmly welcome Dr. Elme Piñaranda. Our second speaker is Professor Almira Arcega, an award-winning instructional designer and author with a master's degree in curriculum development. Our Almira has revolutionized teaching method. His innovative strategies have earned him recognition in the educational community. And today, she is here to share insights on creating highly engaging instructional strategies. Let's warmly welcome Professor Almira Arcega. Next up is Professor Ayame Velasco, known for her dynamic approach to teaching, with a background in cognitive psychology and numerous accolades for her contribution to education. Professor Velasco is here to share practical instructional strategies that have proven effective in enhancing students' engagement. Let's welcome Professor Ayame Velasco. Next is Blaise Faith Magbanwan, experienced educator and consultant in the field of instructional design. Blaise's expertise lies in incorporating technology into teaching to foster engagement. With a track record of successful implementation, brings a wealth of knowledge towards discussion on cutting-edge instructional strategies. Let's welcome Professor Blaise Faith Magbanwan. And last, I am Zoya Angel Cunel, brings a unique perspective to the table of my background in multimodal learning. As a thought leader in the field, I've been instrument in developing and implementing instructional strategies that cater to diverse learning styles. Today, I am here to share insights drawn by my extensive research and practical experiences. Thank you.
Okay, these are the lineup of our research speakers. So now, with that, further ado, let's kick off this seminar with our first speaker. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Elme Piñaranda. A round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. I am Elme Piñaranda. I am here to discuss the two topics, which are the active learning and gamification in education. But before that, let me discuss to you why engagement matters in elementary education. So we have active participation, enhanced learning, motivation and curiosity, and positive classroom environment. But let's first tackle the active participation. So here in active learning is an instructional approach that involves students in the learning process through activities, discussion, and problem solving, as opposed to passively receiving information through traditional lectures. So active learning is an instructional approach that emphasizes students' engagement and participation, ultimately leading to a deeper and enhanced critical thinking and increased motivation. And also active learning can also help to increase student involvement, motivation, and it is also provides a more stimulating and interactive learning experiences compared to traditional lectures. So we have here the key characteristics of active learning. First is student involvement, critical thinking, collaboration, and varied activities. Let's tackle first the student involvement. Student involvement emphasizes the participation and engagement of students in the learning process. Instead of passively receiving the information, students are actively involved in discussion, problem solving, and activities which allows them to take ownership of their learning. And critical thinking. Critical thinking encourages students to think critically as critical thinking, right? Critical thinking. And as I said, it encourages students to think critically about the material presented. Through this activity, it helps students to improve their critical thinking ability to develop their learning progress. Next is the collaboration. Collaboration is collaborative activities that promote students to interact and help them work to each student. This allows them to learn from each other and practice effective communication and develop interpersonal skills that are crucial in professional environment. And lastly, varied activities. It is an instructional approach that emphasizes a variety of instructions and strategies and activities that include a group discussion, simulation, role playing, and hands-on experiments. And let's move on to gamification in education. So what is gamification? It involves integrating game elements and principles into non-gaming contexts such as education. So here in education, usa siya mga platforms na maka-enhance sa students or maka-encourage sa students na ma-involve sa kanang approach kay here in gamification kay naanay ang mga game elements na di ang mahoot, na di ang quizzes, na mauli ang mga tool na makakuha o makahatag sa mga students o mga knowledge. So examples of gamification in education are educational games, platforms like Kahoot, quizzes, and Collegiate, integrate quizzes and challenges into a game format, making learning fun. So as I said earlier, ang Kahoot kay while nagok na kay pandemic, di ba, naka-experience ng tao ganang form sa business nila like ako na nakakway sa akin ako sir online at kaning business kay more likely na sa final exam sa midterm na ng mga business, diba? So next is gamified quizzes, turning traditional quizzes into interactive games with points, levels, and awards for student engagement. So yes, so sa kanan sa quizzes, ang sa gamified quizzes kay nasa siya ma-relate po din siya sa quizzes ng tool kay kanang naamalito na-rank, na-score, na-memorize, na-enroll, na nasa yung mga kanang mga upila-pila ka place, the first pa ka, second, third, so makaka-helpful ko na siya kay kanang mas ma-motivate ko ng student na next time kay ilang ka mas to click sa answer kay para sa yung first sa round. So here in class challenges or missions related to the curriculum, encouraging students to work together to solve problems and achieve goals. So benefits of gamification. Develops problem-solving skills and critical thinking, enhances retention of information through of diversification and appeals to different learning styles and lastly provides a sense of accomplishment and achievement. So here in benefits of gamification, makatapang din sila sa students na maka-increase sa kanang self-confidence sa mga students, maka-increase sa kanang sa ilang motivation kung sa ilang encouragement na mas mo attach sa inani na kanang platform sa kanang education kay also helpful man sa siya o ato siya kung gamiton sa education kay kanang mas makuha na ang attention sa students, mas ilahasad kanang makita ang kanang excitement sa kanang sa pag-ilang pag-eskwela. So that's all, I guess.
For the enlightening presentation, we've set the bar high and I am eager for more insights as we move forward. Remember to jot down any questions that come to mind. We'll have a dedicated time for a robust Q&A session later. Now, let's delve into the dynamic world of project-based learning and the transformative role of technology. It is my honor to introduce our second speaker, Ms. Almera Arsenal, a seasoned professional at the intersection of education and technology. Please welcome her as she shares insights into the innovative language of project-based learning. A round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to tackle all about the project-based learning and the role of technology in engaging instruction. Project-based learning, or PBL, is an instructional approach that engages students in a dynamic and extended process of inquiry and exploration and problem solving. So, PBL is one of an instructional approach which is to give students an opportunity to develop their knowledge and skills through engaging projects set around challenges and problems they will face in the real world. This strategy is effective by empowering students to become active learners, critical thinkers, and effective collaborators. So let's proceed to the key components of project-based learning. First is inquiry and investigation. So, inquiry and investigation, asking questions para mag-gain ng students of information. So next is real-world connection. So, interactions with students para na-add collaboration. So next is collaboration. Cooperation to have a deep understanding. Through collaboration, ma-develop will have knowledge of skills. Next is problem solving. Na ay problema na maging ang mga bata, then ang students itself makita of solutions. So let's proceed to benefits of project-based learning. First one, let's proceed to examples of project-based learning. First one, science fair projects. Then class-based or performances. Next is collaborative art projects. So next, benefits of project-based learning. Develops critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Next, encourages creativity and innovation. Next, enhances communication and collaboration skills. Lastly, promotes a deeper understanding of content. So, through PBL activities, makahatag ni sa students or makatabang ni sa students to develop deep knowledge. Most importantly, PBL also supports the development of 21st century skills such as critical thinking, collaboration, creativity, and communication. So, let's proceed to Role of technology in engaging instruction. Technology integration involves incorporating various digital tools and resources into the teaching and learning process to enhance engagement and effectiveness. So we all know that technology has an advantage most especially for students. And with that, it can help them for easy access. Using technology, we can create and deliver learning solutions, open possibilities to online interactions such as text messages, interactive projects. So through integration, technology makes teaching and learning more meaningful. So importance of technology in education. Facilitates personalized learning experiences, provides access to a vast range of information and educational resources, enhances visual and interactive learning opportunities. Lastly, prepares students for the digital age and future careers. So, technology is essential for education. It gives emphasis to the development of the latest methods for effective education. Educational technology makes the teaching process scientific, effective, clear, simple, easy, interesting, and effective. So educational technology gives proper guidance to solve teaching problems. So next, examples of technology integration. First one, educational apps. So, ang example lang is katong Google Classroom, katong tumigamit pag-pandemic kay next is virtual field trips, interactive whiteboards, blended learning. So, integrate or magamit siya ng technology. Next is coding and programming. Next, benefits of technology integration. Enhances engagement and motivation through interactive learning experiences. Next, provides opportunities for differentiated instruction to meet individual student needs. Lastly, prepares students for the digital skills required in the 21st century. It provides great opportunities for making learning more effective for everyone with different needs. For example, makalearn ang students at their own speed, review different concepts, or skip ahead if they need to. What is more, technology can provide opportunities for struggling or disabled students. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, so let's express our gratitude to Ms. Almero for the enlightening talk about project-based learning and the role of technology. As we continue our exploration of enriching educational methodologies, our third speaker, Ms. Julian Angel Padal, brings a wealth of expertise in differentiated instruction and the crucial link between the education and the real world. Let's welcome her to shed light on the powerful impact of personalized teaching and its tangible connections to the world beyond the classroom. A round of applause, please. So now, let's tackle the differentiated instruction. Differentiated instruction is an approach to teaching that recognizes and accommodates the diverse learning needs, preferences, and readiness level of students within a single classroom. So differentiated instruction focuses on diverse learning needs of students. We educators can implement various strategies such as adjusting the content, strategies, process, and base of individual student readiness, interest, and learning profile. In this approach, we can recognize that learners have different challenges requiring flexible in our instructional
delivery. So, in the classroom, teacher can employ techniques. So, I have here 4 techniques. First is tiered assignment. So, this provides different levels of assignment or tasks based on students' readiness. For example, in a history class, students might choose either between writing a basic summary or engaging in more in-depth research based on their understanding. Next is learning stations. In this, students could choose from a list of assignments or projects that align with the learning objectives. This way, students have a say on how they demonstrate their understanding. Third is flexible grouping. From the word group, you can group your class, then through this, you will know their different preferences, strengths, or even specific challenges. The fourth one is varied assessment. It offers different ways for students to demonstrate their knowledge. For example, in a science class, students might choose to write a research paper, create a model, or give a presentation on a scientific content. That's the techniques on differentiated instruction. Next is the benefits of differentiated instruction. Address diverse learning needs, ensuring all students have access to meaningful learning experiences. Next is increases student engagement by providing choices and relevance. The third one is support a positive and inclusive classroom environment. Next is the real-world connection. The importance of real-world connection is first is the relevance. Connecting classroom content to real-world scenarios makes learning more meaningful. Also, it helps to understand practical application of what they're learning, fostering a deeper appreciation for the subject matter. Next is the motivation. This engagement can lead to higher motivation and a more positive attitude toward learning. The third one is practical thinking. Students are prompted to analyze, evaluate, and solve problems, preparing them for complex challenges that they encounter in their future careers. Examples of real-world connection. The first is guest speakers. Invite a professional speaker that the guest speaker can share real-world experiences and discuss current issues and to provide crucial insights into potential career path. So, next is field trip. These hands-on experiences not only reinforces classroom learning but also connects historical events to tangible real-world context. The third one is community project. Engage a math class in a community project where students use their mathematical skills to analyze local data. This could involve collecting and interpreting statistical topics like community demographics, environmental factors, or economic trends. Then the last one is integrating career exploration. Diba, for example, this integrating career exploration, for example, di ba naghanda na tao observation sa classroom, nag-observe na sa mga schools. So that it allows us to witness day-by-day responsibilities of our profession. It would help us to inform decisions about our future careers. So next is the benefits of real-world connection. Enhances student motivation and engagement. Second is develop a deeper understanding of concept through practical application. The third is prepare students for real-world challenges and problem solving. So benefits to sum up, real-world connection contribute a long-term retention by associating new information
instructional strategies include increased engagement, enhanced critical thinking skills, heightened motivation, and improved long-term retention of knowledge. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, a big thank you to you, Ms. Julian, for the insightful presentation and appreciated instruction and its real-world connections. So teachers, are you still there?
Yes!
Are you still there?
Yes!
Okay, good to hear that one. So next, as we navigate the visual landscape of effective communication, our fourth speaker, Professor Ayame Velasco, is a skilled guide in utilizing visual aids and storytelling to captivate and enhance learning experiences. Join me in welcoming her as she shares insights on the art of blending visuals and narrative for impactful education. A round of applause, please.
Okay, so good morning once again. So, okay pa mo nila? Yes. Sure ba? Okay pa mo?
Yes.
Okay, so since we're okay, we're good. Alright, so let's proceed. So today, I am going to tackle two topics. That is all about visual aids and second one is storytelling. But of course, let us first tackle what is visual aids. So visual aids are things you can look at. So ang atong mga tuta or material na gigamit sa teacher para i-deliver ang lesson. For example, hindi ang gigamit para pakata sa inyo information. So, this one example of visual aid. But of course, digital na niya siya. So, natin kung types of visual aids. Ito, sa kitang tradition of hindi digital. So, itong traditional visual aids, kaya ito mga papers na nigamit sa teachers. Mga papers, instructions, kaya i-post diri para i-deliver ng ilas, topic, or information. So, hindi mo lang ganyan things na imong makita. So, such as files, model, maps, or slides para kapag sa inyo to understand something or para masabtan ninyo ang lesson and para dali ninyo ma-nimduman ang lesson. Dito much better if atong lesson is kanang magamit kita ng mga models para makita ba ninyo, di ba? So, mga natang para sa atong estudyante. So, much better if magamit ang visual aids para atong ma-deliver ang atong lesson well. So, we have here the samples of visual aids. So, we have here the 4 examples of visual aids. So, the first one is infographics, second is mind maps, followed by educational videos, and last one is we have varied learning styles. So, of course, let's tackle first what is a infographic. So, infographic is a collection of imagery, data visualizations like pie graphs and bar graphs. So, it helps us to remember easily and understand the topic that is being discussed with the teacher well. Alright, so let's move on to mind map. Mind map is an organizational tool used to explore a topic or generate ideas in a linear fashion. Mind maps are represented by a central thought which branches out into smaller related ideas. Alright, so the third one is educational videos. Are you familiar with this? One ay gamitin sa mga teachers para pagkano sa ilang mga students. But of course, kanang videos na gamitin can related sa topic na ilang discuss. Alright, so muna siya mga educational videos such as those videos na nalalagay mga, for example, sa elementary, magamit na dyan ng mga videos na which is mga motivate sila. So, ang sabi mga videos na related sila, pinaka-final smiley. So, those are motivational videos na gamitin natin para sila ma-energize or something na kind of related sa topic na pinakita. Alright, so the last one is we have varied learning styles. So we have 4 main learning styles. The first one is visual, the second is auditory, the third one is read and write, the fourth one is kinesthetic or physical activity. So, various ways in which people learn and process information. So, they can impact how learners understand, retain, and apply new knowledge. That's why understanding their various styles can help improve the learner's process and ultimately lead to better performance. So, of course, as a teacher, we need to know what are those various styles of the students. It's either national problems and pagdungog, sa ilang pananaw. So, in that way, kita mga teacher, of course, makita how our students kaya lagi ma-motivate sila sa ato or para mga learn sila sa ato ba through hearing or through sighting. So, since we're done with examples of visual aids, let's move on to storytelling. No benefits of visual aids, sorry. So we have here the benefits of visual aids. The first one is enhances, of course, understanding and retention of information. The second is appeals a variety of learning styles, making lessons more inclusive. So the last one is impresses student interest and engagement in the learning process. So these are the benefits of visual aids. So now let's move on to storytelling. Okay, so the power of storytelling in education. So storytelling is a powerful instruction. It's an instruction tool that involves conveying information, concepts, or lessons through the art of storytelling, often using narratives, anecdotes, or examples. Alright, so we have here examples of storytelling in education. The first one is story-based lessons, followed by student-created stories. Third is narrative writing and enhancing engagement. So let's start first with story-based lessons. So story-based learning is a powerful teaching method that can help students to understand, remember, and engage with the material in a meaningful and memorable way. It also helps students understand, remember, and engage with the material. So this learning method is helpful in the classroom and outside of it. So I'm giving story-based lessons, so it helps students more on how to understand, remember, and engage the material that was given by the teacher. Alright, so next is we have student-created stories. From the word created stories, so here, students guys, not sila yung freedom to create their own stories. Just like, pwede siya sa narrative, or through sa ilang experience ba. So, not sila yung freedom para sa ilang pagaling mo, imo sa story. Alright, so we have here the third one is narrative writing. And narrative writing is a style that allows the writers to tell a story. It can include actual events told in chronological order, or it may include imagined events told in a timeline that the author creates. Narrative writing can sustain the reader's attention and help them visualize a realistic experience from the words. Alright, so narrative writing. So you can write for your experience or either sa mga events sa inyong na experience. So mo siya na perspective pwede din mong i-write. So depende lang ito sa imo kung saan mo mag-write ang narrative writing. But of course, it is true from your experience. Okay, so the last one is we have enhancing engagement. So as a teacher, we need to enhancing engagement is all about the involvement of the students in our classroom activities or either sa ato lang yung mga events na buhato sa classroom or sa ato namin na pag-esikutan. So of course, as a teacher, we need to find ways on how we are going to catch the attention of your students, right? So usahan na yung pagkita kung usahan na yung pag-deliver sa inyong lesson. If your students can tawag sa kanan yung oral. So as a teacher, of course, you need to give an motivational activities such as mga students getting involved in them. So, okay, so now, since we're done talking about storytelling, of course, we have also a benefits of storytelling. So, we have here, enhances comprehension by providing context and real-world connections. So, stimulates imagination and creativity, and foster a love for learning by making lessons memorable. So, storytelling is one way of how your students are involved in sa imong lessons. Like for example, dito ka ng connection or communication sa imong students. So most of the isang way on how your students can ma-catch your attention ka. So dito na siya, pwede tayong istorya ka ng mga stories. Pwede yung estudyante kaya ganahan siya para maka-learn ka. So nasa eagerness para sa learning. So that's all I'm doing.
Okay, Mrs. Becca's Ruiz, Ms. Aya, thank you for sharing your thoughts about the art of incorporating visual aids and storytelling into education. So now, we are approaching the culmination of our seminar. It is my honor to introduce to you our last speaker, Ms. Blaise Faith Magbanwa. She is an authority in formative assessment and fostering conducive learning environment. Let's extend a warm welcome to her as she enlightens us on the integral role of incoming assessment in shaping effective and supportive learning journeys. A round of applause.
Okay, good morning everyone. So, I am going to discuss the formative assessment. So, formative assessment is usually called informal assessment, which are the things that teachers do to check students' knowledge while the learning is going on. So, for example, while you are walking around the room and you are observing your students, you might be writing anecdotes down, or you might be doing some quizzes, like some few questions to your students, or you might do exit tickets to gather information about student learning. So unlike summative assessment, which evaluates learning at the end of an instructional period. So we know that summative assessment, kinalasa naman na sa lecture sa teacher sa iyang mga students. So assessment sa summative is like mga exams or tests kaya pagkumuhon sa iyang mga students. So formative assessment is an ongoing process while you are giving your lecture to your students. So let's have the examples of formative assessment. Number one is quick quizzes. Like you are going to have a quick quiz to your students. Second, exit tickets. We all know the exit tickets, right? Okay, the third one is thumbs up or down. So if you are going to give some questions to your students, you will imong sila pa isa ko thumbs up or down if they get the lecture or the learning right. So let's have the purpose of formative assessment. So number one is guide instructions. It is to guide instructions to the teachers, to provide feedback to the teachers and to monitor the progress of the students' learning. So now let's have the benefits of formative assessment. So the benefits of formative assessment is to support and address the individual students' need. So in this area, ay kinahanglan nimo nga makanang mahibawan or makanang mahibawan kung sa mga needs or mga problems sa mga imuhang students sa imuhang gihatag na lesson. And second, promotes a growth mindset by emphasizing progress and progress. So, diyan mo makita kung ni-grow ang mindset sa imuhang students or improve ang imuhang students. And the third one, enhances engagement by involving students in the assessment process. So in the formative assessment, maka-motivate ka sa mga imuhang students na mo-engage o mo-enroll sa mga assessment process. So let's have the creating a conducive learning environment. So, unsa itong muna? Unsa itong muna? Formative assessment. So, very good. And let's have the conducive learning environment. So, conducive learning environment refers to the physical, social, and emotional conditions that support and enhance the learning experience for the students. So, what do you mean conducive? Conducive is comfortable, safe, right? So, comfortable environment, safe environment for your students. So, let us have the elements of conducive learning environment. So, flexible seating. Number one is flexible seating. Your students must have a comfortable or safe seats, right? So, kung dili comfortable yung students sa iyang likuran, di dyan na siya maka-learn. Kaya di mo siya uncomfortable sa siyang likuran. Second is learning corners. So, you must have, as a teacher, you must have safe or comfortable learning instructionals or learning mga gamit nimo para sa inyong lection na imo ihatag sa mga students. And the third, outdoor ang imuhang kanang paghimuot nga activity sa gawas, ang mga students maka-focus at maka-enjoy siya sa engage sa maong activities. So number 4 is classroom culture. You must, as a teacher, you must have a classroom culture. Naging ang students makapil o belonging to his room or to her room, naging mga nakalearn siya throughout the discussions. So let's have the benefits of conducive learning environment. So the first one supports different learning style and preferences. You as a teacher, you must have different learning styles. Like, hindi lang, di ba boring mo boring ka? Di ba boring ka yung mga students sa imuhang direction or imuhang pagtatag sa imuhang lesson. So, kinahanglan na nakalain-lain ng mga learning styles ay hatag sa imuhang students. Second, enhancing student engagement and motivation. So, ang conducive learning, benefits sa mga students to engage and motivate each of your students and to develop a sense of belonging. So, muna yung pinaka-importante sa tanong once mag-use sa student na dili siya belong ang room or dili siya belong ang group, kaya dili siya maka-learn. Like, makapil siya out of place. So, sa ulit yung issue nila, hindi niya feel ang area, hindi siya maka-learn. So, promotes positive behavior and interaction. So, if benefits that as conducive learning, makapromote sa matag-usap na students, behavior and interactions. Like, mo engage siya sa mga activities, mo socialize siya sa iyong mga classmates, or maka-learn sa itanhan sa iyong instructional materials. So, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Blaze, for providing valuable insights, informative assistance, and conducive learning environment. Okay, so a round of applause for our instructional speakers. We have illuminated in a spectrum of instructional strategies. They give us insights from active learning down to project-based learning to differentiated instruction. The art of visual aids and storytelling to formative assessment until fostering conducive learning environment. Okay, so now, to make this seminar alive, let us have an intervention number coming from our exceptional speakers, Ms. Aya A. Velasco.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, so this song is entitled "Heaven Knows" by Rick Price. Alright, so she's always around. Every time I wake up, oh, you love her. She's everywhere I go. She's all I know. Oh, she's so far away. Just getting stronger every day. Even now she's gone, I'm still holding on. So tell me where do I start? 'Cause it's breaking my heart. Don't wanna let her go. Baby, my love will come back someday. Only heaven knows. And maybe our hearts will find a way. And only heaven knows. And all I can do is hope and pray. 'Cause heaven knows. Heaven knows. Heaven knows.
Yes!
Grabe good na tingo. Thank you so much, Miss Aya. Okay, so now
to our teaching practices. The key is not just to absorb knowledge, but to apply it in our classrooms for the benefit of our students. Thank you for being part of this enlightening seminar. Let the discussions and implementations inspire transformative changes in our educational landscape. Safe journeys to each of you as you take these valuable lessons back to your classroom. And this time around, can you raise your questions if you have, because our dearest speakers are willing to explain everything for you all. So, any questions? Okay, so everything is clear and wala nang may pangutana. Since everything is clear, it is an honor and pleasure to be here with you all today. And also, thank you so much for your active participation in this seminar session. To formally end the seminar, may we have once more on stage Ms. Julian Angel Brunel. A round of applause, please.
So, today, we explore a spectrum of highly engaging instructional strategies, from interactive activities to multimedia integration. These approaches empower educators to create dynamic learning environment. Let's harness these tools to inspire curiosity, foster collaboration, and ultimately, cultivate a passion for lifelong learning. Thank you for your active participation and dedication to enhancing the educational experiences. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you will put into practice the lessons from this event. Safe travels home, and until we meet again, stay inspired and keep pushing the boundaries of knowledge. This is Elvira M. Negro signing off with gratitude and anticipation for the adventures that lie